You ever go to make tea, and then just you go and you check on it, see if it's warmed up yet? Absolutely nothing. You forgot to turn it on. Because that was me. And that is why I'm like a minute late for my stream. I'm sorry, guys. But I got tea. It's gonna be ready. So let's hop in for some Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm also not wearing my hat, because, like, I forgot to put it on. I just got back from, taking out the garbage, and it's, like, minus 30 out. So as soon as I got in, like, I took off my hat, and took off my slippers, and forgot everything else. Just went straight to making tea. But last time, we were Aerith's bodyguard. It was a good time. We're in Sector 5, not 7. Big difference, I would assume. Oh, we met a Moogle cosplayer. That was interesting. Yeah, there he is. Even got like a weird stubby Moogle tail. But I'm not gonna judge. Did I remember to equip everything? Let's just double check on that. I think I did, yeah. Oh, hey, Justifies, how's it going? Only played the demo, we'll probably get around to getting it eventually. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, so I only ever played the Midgar section of Final Fantasy VII, like, vanilla. So this entire game takes place during the part that I played, and it's not playing out the same way, so... I'm doubly here for that verify. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, if we can get, like, 3 viewers steady throughout today, then we'll be well on our way to getting affiliate. I would absolutely love that. But, where's the game want me to go? Ooh, hold up. Weapons on a rampage. I want that. That's like the opposite direction. Okay. You played Final Fantasy VII Classic on the Switch, perhaps also due to the Switch's controls. You were also rusty with ATB. Yeah, ATB was an interesting system, because, like, it was turn-based with consequences. Like, the turns were active. I guess that's why they called it the active time battle. But, no, it's all changed. It's like if ATB were an action RPG, and I think it's a perfect marriage of the two systems.
A little scary looking.
Oh, Cloud's just fucking right off. Alright, but we're not here for them. We're here to do the Weapons on the Rampage quest, because I don't think that's a main quest. Turn-based like Persona or hack and slash, and platform like Kingdom Hearts are more of my style. Yeah, I think turn-based combat is dead. I'm pretty sure that's not like a hot take or anything anymore. That being said, turn-based with a gimmick is where it's at now. Oh, gee. This guy.
Any marks around?
He's literally a Chad.
Shinra weapons are on the rampage. 5 of them. Like
he's just got like the pink and the green swaps, but he's got the Chad outfit on.
It'd be a disaster. We need someone who's willing and able to fight.
Sure hope not. I'll handle it.
Yeah, Cloud can fight.
Oh man, you're the best. I could hear them shouting intruder detected or some other nonsense when they floated off. Be careful. They look dangerous.
Alright, well. Shove a sword up their asses. I'm guessing that's the right way to go, right? Guess I got to hang her right here. But yeah, like, I'm really glad that they decided to go with action RPG instead of turn-based. Wouldn't say dead, especially looking at Persona. Your first was Final Fantasy X, and their turn-based was great. Yeah, as I said, like, turn-based with a gimmick will work. But I think, like, straight up, like, menu combat, where, like, you can't really strategize, you just have to, like... I mean strategize in terms of, like, turn placement. Just straight up menu-based combat's kinda not great anymore. Oh, wrong way. I never played Final Fantasy X, though, so I might be missing out. It's weird, like, I never had a PlayStation growing up, and I didn't really play RPGs when I had my Super Nintendo, so I missed out on a lot. What's my take on strategy games like Fire Emblem? I absolutely love them. That being said, like, they can be done poorly. Like, I do think that you need to keep in mind that your audience might not be super into menu-based combat, so having a focus on placing units makes a good tactical RPG, in my opinion. Fire Emblem does it really, really well. Advance Wars, absolutely. I never played Final Fantasy Tactics, I'm afraid, so I can't weigh in on that. And from what I've seen from, what was it called, like Valkyrie Wars or something? Either way, that one looked really, really cool, because it did, like, the whole tactical RPG thing in 3D. How do I get up there? Oh, do I have to go all the way around? I think so. Fire Emblem was one that I didn't play until, like, the Wii. I loved Radiant Dawn. And I think it was a good place to start, because apparently it's really, really hard compared to some of them. So it just set me up to breeze through the other ones.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know.
Okay, Aerith. Just knock this thing off of me, please. Thank you.
It's your turn.
Enough. Not bad.
I do think that in more recent Fire Emblems, like, the fact that your paired units can have children kind of weirded me out. Because of the whole, like, oh, they were in a different dimension until they were 18, so it's cool if you, like, bang, I don't know, Cordelia and Owain's daughter. It's cool. I much prefer, like, having romance without the children, you know? Kicking a dead horse, but Final Fantasy 13 was horrible, and you weren't a fan of Final Fantasy 11 as a pseudo MMO. I'm like one of the 12 people who actually really enjoyed Final Fantasy 13, but I'm pretty sure it was because I hadn't played a lot of the modern Final Fantasies at that point. Plus, like, I think Lightning's character design and the fact that she's voiced by Liara from Mass Effect was kind of cool. Never played 12, though. Maybe it's going to be, like, how I feel about Final Fantasy 13, and, like, I like it and everyone else doesn't. Okay, I need to... Alright, hold on. Abilities. Asses.
Too bad.
Okay, so I need to use arrow on them. Good to know. But I don't have arrow. So I guess I'm gonna have to use fire. I'm also really enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. I guess, like, to list the Final Fantasy games that I have played, I've done Final Fantasy 1, 3, 4, like, I played a little tiny bit of 6 at a friend's house, but, like, never actually went through it. This is my experience with the rest of Final Fantasy VII. As I said, only went through Midgar. Never played 8, really enjoyed 9, never played 10. I had to return my copy of 11 because I didn't have a credit card at the time. Never played 12, really enjoyed 13, really enjoying 14, really enjoyed 15. The story for 13 is... Sorry, the story for 12 is mostly great. And dialogue is amazing. They just have some characters that drag the story. Yeah, and it's really easy to do that in an RPG. Especially if you have, like, a really big cast of companions and you have to characterize them all. It's an undertaking, to say the least. Alright. Aerith,
I'll take care of him.
I would really appreciate if you cast a spell. And you also only have fire.
How's this? You've got this.
Let's do this. Time to burn.
Jeez, just... Maybe I should have slotted arrow. Jeez, everyone's just not doing great. Let's see. I don't have a group heal, do I? Nope, just gonna have to go with good old potions. Maybe Aerith will decide to... Actually,
I should probably heal up first.
yeah. Aerith, you have that. You'll give it a certain amount of credit for making FF13 an ensemble cast, but they did it very poorly, and then they banked on Lightning as the greatest of all time, which annoyed you at the time is the artificial push for Lightning to become the greatest FF heroine. Yeah, and you know what? I completely see that in hindsight. They were really pushing, especially to make it, like, its own series, like Final Fantasy VII being its own consolidated thing. And they were trying to capture fire like they did with the, I guess, World of Final Fantasy VII. And I'll be the first to admit, it didn't land for everyone. I do like where they went with Lightning Returns Final Fantasy VII, just in terms of gameplay. I think that was a step in the right direction in how they were going to evolve. And you could really see it in, like, well, Final Fantasy 15 and this game. Yeah. And, you know, like it or hate it, it did make some really good foundation for what was to come. It's kind of like how, well, I guess Pokemon was, like, perfected in 2D with the, Black and White series, and then once it switched to 3D, you had X and Y, which felt kind of clunky, but once you got to, like, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and, Sun and Moon, the 3D kind of felt a lot better. And I feel like maybe they shouldn't have taken the jump to console as quickly. I think they should have perfected 3D Pokemon before they made that big jump, but, you know, the 3DS was kind of dying, so they had to make a switch to Switch. Though I think with Sword and Shield, they laid the brickwork for console Pokemon games to sort of thrive, without having to be like a weird spin-off like XD and Pokemon Coliseum. Like, it was a good first step towards a mainline console Pokemon title. So hopefully we see, like, I don't know, Sinnoh remakes, or there has to be something here, right? Or whatever's next be, like, super good. Justified tirade on how Square's handling things. Fabula Nova Crystallis was a mess since, you know, they announced a grand project without having everything. Sword and Shield gets too much crap? Oh, 100%. Sword and Shield were really, really fun games, and I appreciate what they did with making Pokemon gyms take the spotlight. Now, I'm supposed to be here, right? Because most of the time in the Pokemon games, the Save the World mobster from Mobsters storyline comes to, like, the forefront. And you just sort of, like, make your way around the gyms, not really caring about what happens, and, you know, they're there because you have to beat them. And, you know, you can make a game like that, but with Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon, weirdly enough, the two titles that most Pokemon diehard fans don't like, they made the gym grind mean something in the world. And they justify a clear order, so the way it's a big tournament from start to finish. Yeah, and they laid the brickwork for you being able to take on whatever gym you want in whatever order, by making the tiered structure. So again, like it or hate it, you can't argue that it's not a really good step in the right direction. Sun and Moon is a masterpiece, and we'll have no one say otherwise without a fight. Dude, Pokemon Sun and Moon was kill la kill. Just straight up. I absolutely love the storyline with Gladion, Lily, and Lusamine. And I don't know if anyone here plays Pokemon Masters, but Lusamine really steps into being a good mom post Sun and Moon. It's really impressive. If you want, like, Pokemon lore for how the characters act, like, after their games, check out Pokemon Masters. The gacha grind kinda sucks, but, well, I enjoy it. And that's what matters. Carson's enjoyment. Okay, what the hell is gonna get me over here? Okay, I got a slot arrow, though. Whoops. The ending with Lily and her character development made you cry, especially the ending photo. Some complained about the long ending, but I didn't want it to end. Absolutely. I really feel like Sun and Moon was told a story foremost and took gameplay as like a given. Like they were like, Pokemon gameplay is already fine. We got Z moves, like it's cool. I'm excited to see what happens next. Just like I'm excited to see what happens when I fucking find the point that I'm supposed to go to. Is it maybe higher up? Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so I need to go to Aerith's house at some point, because that's, like, main quest. I'm done in the church. Oh, I see what's up. I zoomed out, and I just need to stay in this area and find it out. Okay. Also, right now I'm playing Fako Valentine's. Story update goes by the day, so grinding and doing the gift receive Valentine's is just brilliant. Oh yeah, I'm grinding Fako Valentine's as well now. I needed some great Knight medals to ascend my Saber, well not Saber, my Arturia Lancer. And I did so, but then I realized that I could have 4-starred my Sherlock Holmes if I kept those Lancer monuments, so now I have to grind the Lance, like, Chaldea quest. But I absolutely love the little skits for Valentine's Day, and I think this is my favorite event so far. Mind you, I've only played since, like, the summer Ishtar race event, so. Failed to get Miyu, but you need Murasaki? Yeah, I really want Murasaki. But I was able to get Marie Antoinette and Astolfo today, so I'm kind of happy with that for right now. I did kind of want Miyu as well, just because her design's, like, super cute.
Easy.
But, I mean,
Get ready.
I should be grateful for getting Ilya. And her Valentine's chocolates are really cute.
It's over.
See you around.
Also, I know that Murasaki means purple in Japanese, but like, why does every character named Murasaki have to be purple? It's just, like, a trope, I guess, but... Got Fujino, who is one banner only, so I guess your luck was used up. No, that's fair. Yeah, I know, it's the theme. It just feels like it's every character. I was kind of bummed that I got Gilgamesh in the, I guess the guaranteed SSR banner, because, I mean, if you've watched my Heaven's Feel playthrough, I don't like Gil and I don't like Shinji. They make me angry. They make me a super angry boy. But his Valentine's event is really cute, and that redeemed him. Not his character, but his fact that he's in my Fate Grand Order game. Maybe they're hanging out in here. You really like Murasaki's personality now? That you're not just reading it? She's so cute. Dream of having a harem needs to have her. Oh boy. See, I don't know how other people play it, but I like the idea that, like, every character is horny for protagonist Kun Fate Go, but he's just vibing. Like, he's just there to save the world and nothing else. Because I got Queen Maeb in mine, her Saber version from the Semrup banner. And her whole event was like, I got chocolate for my true love, and now I just need to find my destined true love and my fateful true love. It's like, Maeb, buddy. Yeah, Gilgamesh, not too hot on him. People power wanking him. Truth be told, got Gil, Adult Archer, and Iskander by accident. Don't particularly like them, but Fate Zero collection complete. I still need to watch Fate Zero. I own Netflix. I have a subscription. And it's on there. But I just have not gotten into watching anything on Netflix. I'm supposed to be watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime right now, too, and I just have not even started that. And I'm two episodes behind on Kamen Rider Saber. I need to start watching stuff. I mean, I don't know. For whoever's watching this, like, what's good this anime season besides Tensura? Because I need to start getting into something. Now that I've consumed things the proper way I can, feelings on Fate Zero, Urobuchi is his problem. They'd be glad to Netflix party with me. We'll see what happens. I think when it comes to Fate, any of the side content I kind of want to consume myself, just so that I'm prepared for if I stream something. I was debating going through Fate Extra on stream, and just abandoning my current playthrough on PSP. But I kind of want to just wait for Fate Extra Record and stream that.
I can fight too, you know.
Locked Horizon S3 is the only current thing you're watching? Okay. I wanted to watch X-Arm because it looks so bad. Like, irredeemably so. Like, I, as a person who wouldn't say that I'm particularly great at 3D animation, could probably have worked on that. Like, X-Arm feels like my level of 3D animation. No one on the team ever worked on an anime? That's interesting. That is legitimately interesting. I won't say it's a bold decision, it's definitely a weird decision.
The Sector 5 Undercity Specialty Meatballs.
Specialty meatballs. Yeah, if you just, have my problems with Rooster Teeth, but on Ruby, but the people comparing X-Arm to them need to get their heads on straight. The Campia Effect made a great video on it. I should check them up. Maybe I will. I definitely have to go back here, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, from what I hear, it's like early Ruby. Oh, sorry, no, not early Ruby. Like Ruby Season 4 level. And I never watched Ruby after Monty's passing, so I can't really say much about that. I don't know. My heart broke when Monty passed, because he was such a passionate person, and, like, such a great animator for action scenes. And my drive to watch Ruby kind of left with him. X-Arm is a total zero? Yeah. I was kind of hoping that would be a funny zero, though, you know? Like, I really wanted it to be like, ah ha ha, I'm watching a really bad anime and it's funny. No, it was just hard to watch. Oh, the action scenes noticeably changed? That's sad. Like, I'm sure that they're doing their best to do it well in Monty's memory, but I hate the fact that it hurts so much. Come on, teacup. I will say, I'm really impressed with how it took off in Japan. Like, they absolutely love Ruby there. And the whole Project Cross Zone thing. What an achievement for that team. No, everything's gonna be in this area. That's weird. There's a YouTuber simply named Mark who has his own fam team called Silver, and it's basically the second coming of Monty, and it gets better with every trailer. That's interesting. Maybe I'll check it out. I do think that fan content has the ability to surpass official content sometimes. You have to have a really dedicated team that has really good resources to succeed in that, but dang. The potential is absolutely there. Like, I won't say anything about how good it is, because I personally haven't played it, but my friend Tom is. But Fallout New Vegas: The Frontier was so ambitious, and they also, like, they created a driving mechanic, and that's incredible. Look at the last trailer, Regalia, and you cannot tell me that it isn't Monty. He knows his style, and Monty used momentum and combos. That was the hallmark of Monty's style, just how everything flowed so well together. Especially with the camera. Like, were Monty still with us, I think not only for animation, but he would be able to be a fight coordinator. Like, I would absolutely love to see Monty as a stunt coordinator. Doesn't look like there's anything up here. Am I in the right area still? No. I don't think I've looped up here yet, so let's try that. Glad Japan recognizes Ruby. Even with my current thoughts, always thought of it as anime. Anime to me is an art movement and not belonging to any one country. When you actually look at how globalized anime production is, people are wrong there too. Yeah, I mean, in the end, anime is just I guess, a style. Avatar's, yeah, absolutely a prime example. Well, unlike, it's weird Canadian anime, but there was this one called Spider Riders that was like, it had the soul of an anime, but the animation of like it was animated in Canada. And don't even get me started on Kappa Mikey. Geez, they even got like Beat Crusaders, who did one of the openings for Bleach, to do the theme song for it. Like they knew their demographic. Alright, well, what the hell? I have to find the Shinra weapons. And they're not showing up. Where haven't I been yet? I don't know if I've been up there. Let's go check it out. I swear, is there a mini-map under my face? If there's a mini-map under my webcam, I'm gonna be exasperated. Okay, good.
Well, this isn't good. I'll show you what I can
Aerith,
do.
save me.
It's your turn. This one's for you.
Get back.
A lot of people say that anime has to be, like, animated in Japan, but, like, it really doesn't. Each region has a predominant animation style, but they do have what I classify as anime. Yeah. Okay, hold up. That's not the way to go. You have a pedantic view of regional style animation, anime-esque, and straight-on anime? Yeah, like, I guess a really good one for me that is, like, I recognized it as anime growing up and not as French animation, but Wakfu. That, I think, is anime. Okay, they're here. Fantastic.
Now that's just me.
There's another one called, what was it called? Code Lyoko? That fits really well into that anime-esque kind of thing. People know how many anime were made in Korea and other adjacent states? It's like, if you're gonna make a percentage of what's anime in Japan count? Yeah, like, when I was doing Anime Bomb, there was this one show that they watched called Michelle. And it was a Pokemon spoof, but it was made in Korea. And it felt like exactly what it was trying to spoof. Even in games, too, like, Genshin Impact was made in China, and it absolutely feels like it was, you know, Japanese style. Also, Cloud has 28 hit points. What the hell? How did I let that happen?
Not looking good.
Yeah, I noticed Cloud. Aerith, maybe pray for me?
Gotta be careful.
I need the power of God and anime on my side? Code Lyoko is French? Yeah. No, let's do Arrow. And I think this one has its shield up. And it didn't let me cast it. Good! I'm glad. I am so happy that it was so nice to just not let me cast that. It's no problem. I have never said on this stream that I would be good at any of the games that I've been playing.
Here it comes.
Alright, I have a Phoenix down, probably. I only have the one, but I have it.
I'm here.
Great.
Alright. Can't pray. Don't have enough ATB. Let's see. Nope. Couldn't let Cloud live long enough to charge my prayer. It's fine. Aerith has enough HP.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, maybe not for 3 of them. I don't think Aerith has enough HP for 3 of them. She didn't. Oh, man. No worries. We got this. Just gotta wait for it to load. It's weird, like, PS5 has amazing loading times. But weirdly not for Final Fantasy VII. Maybe it just hasn't received an update in forever? I don't think that matters, but,
Man, come on.
yeah, it's really weird. Like, every other game that I play on PS5 is lightning quick. Like, Ghost of Tsushima absolutely decimates in loading times on the PS5. Alright. I just need to remember to use magic more. I think that's the, Sorry, I didn't have a great sleep last night, so I'm, like, super tired today. I think the goal is going to be to just throw arrow out whenever I can, because that's going to break their shields. You don't have a PS5, not enough games for me to justify asking for one, and I have a PS4, not Pro, and it's great for me, just had to get an external hard drive. No, that's fair. I aesthetically don't like having an external hard drive, so I felt like, you know, my 500 gigabyte PS4 hard drive was going down, so may as well get a PS5 now that it's out. I didn't deserve to get the PS5, because it feels like I cheated. Essentially, long story short, I went to go buy a PS5 on launch. They sold out in the middle of my checkout, but I forgot to take it out of my cart, and like a month later, I went to check out for it, and it let me do it. So it felt, I can't even speak. It feels like I jumped the line. But I got it, so, you know, schwatevs.
Can't believe you.
Alright, we know we're in trouble when Cloud falls.
I'm here.
So we're just going to...
No big deal. Tagging out.
I healed Aerith instead of Cloud. That was a poor decision on my part.
Let's be smart.
Okay. I remembered that I had an ATB booster. So I think I can finish this like so. There we go. Yes, please. I'm going to return to him so I don't have to deal with these guys. Thank you. Oh, man. With how the PS5 distribution has been, especially with scalpers, all's fair in love and war? Nah, I get that. Oh, I should probably turn on my webcam. Jeez. Alright, Chad, what's up?
I heard. You got them all, right?
Damn straight.
Robots from the reactor getting lost in the slums. Must be because of the explosion up top, huh?
Yeah, those damn Avalanche boys.
Protecting the reactor.
They're huge assholes.
Passing on their turf or something.
Maybe.
Almost feel sorry for getting all lost and confused like that.
Aw.
Oh, what am I saying? Man or machine? Shinra bitches get what they deserve.
No,
Wow.
hold on.
Anyway, I think it's safe to say our work here is finished.
He has some strong opinions. I'm going to
Remember,
drop this conversation.
Sure. And sorry about putting this on you all of a sudden. I'm really glad you were willing to help out, though. Thanks again. Actually, while you're here, I've got another favor to ask.
What do you
There's
want?
this old guy who hangs out in front of the weapons shop. I think he might need your help. Would you mind talking to him?
Well, if it'll give me a new weapon, then for sure. As much as I like the Iron Sword, like, I've been using it for a while.
Oh, I know you. You must be that mercenary.
Damn straight.
I have a problem. It's the anniversary of my wife's death, and I wanted to visit her grave. But I can't because some creatures have turned the graveyard into their nest.
Escort quest, got it.
Do me a favor and go there in my stead? She shouldn't be alone today.
It'll cost you.
That's fine, that's fine. The graveyard's right by the head of the river. But I heard they put a new gate in recently to replace the old broken one. Now that those creatures have moved in, I'm sure it's locked up tight.
Didn't we buy a graveyard key off Moggy? I think we did.
Oh, hey. I didn't even remember that I did that, but good on me. Alright. Paying respects. Let's track this one. So far, you're liking how they're handling Cloud's character, considering how flanderized he was with Advent Children and Kingdom Hearts. Though some people say they improved Aerith's character and shows they never played the original. I guess that's fair. I didn't experience enough of Aerith to really develop an opinion. Again, I only really played Midgar, so... I need to go up and to the right. Okay. Yeah, like... I want to say that after Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 comes out, I'm going to be doing it completely blind. Even now, like... The last time I played Final Fantasy VII was when it came out on the PSP. So... That was a hot minute ago. But yeah, like... The amount of characterization in general in the Midgar section is so great right now. Like... Jessie wasn't given a lot before what happened to her. And now she's like a really nicely developed character. In turn, she's being flanderized mostly by the fandom. As this too holy for this earth and so pure, she threatened to rip a guy's junk off. She's hardcore. Absolutely. From what I've seen in this one, Aerith kicks all of the asses. Every single one. Doesn't matter whose. Ice. Well, luckily for me, I forgot to put ice on. Oh, that was not a good sound from Aerith. Oh, I didn't even mean to counter that. Good on me. For the longest time, whenever I do something cool, I'd say, go me. But, as soon as I found out that, go me means garbage in Japanese, it was just so funny to say, like, go me and it meaning I'm garbage. Thank you, Aerith.
Stay back.
Aerith, kick my ass.
I'll do what I can. I'm just so tired.
Okay, everyone's sleepy. That's great. I'm great. You know what? I'm gonna hit you very hard. Ooh, I learned triple slash. Looking back to Fate, since I did the one thing fans ask, you read the visual novel, the rest of the series is my oyster. If I don't want to play the base Fate Extra, I can go to Fate Excella. Yeah, but like, I went through the effort of buying Fate Extra on the PSP, so I may as well, right?
Here we go.
Though I will say, I would like to play Fate Extra Record when it comes out, specifically on stream. And because of that, I want to beat Fate Extra so that it's not necessarily a blind run through.
Wait, can't keep eyes.
Okay, we're gonna have to restart this one and slot ice. I think that was my biggest flaw here. theorizing so hard on Extra Record because Nasu never tells the same story twice. I can feel that. Not only that, but like, if they decide to include some stuff from CCC and Foxtail, like, they could just make a bigger game in general. Come on, kitty, don't scratch my coat. That ain't cool. Where's my ice materia? Gonna give one to me. Gonna give one to Aerith.
Going in.
Sorry, but we're in rush.
Yeah, with Fate Extra, I want to be able to get through, at the very least, the Nero and the Tamamo routes. If I can do that, then I am completely fine with going into Extella. And I am pretty sure that I'm gonna just go into Extella on stream. Because, like, I don't know, Fate is where this channel started, and Fate is where it will end. I'd like to share all of my Fate playthroughs with everyone, just on that fact alone. If I ever get, like, decently big, I'll always acknowledge that I started with Fate.
Sure, however I can help.
Fate never ends? Well, and unfortunately my wallet does, and that's why I don't have Tamamo no Maya yet.
Just taking a little break.
Actually, I've been really, really lucky in my pulls with Fate. I started summer of last year, and I've got like 8 5-star servants already.
Going in.
Like, I, by no right, should have that many.
Calling
Because, let's see, who do I have? I got Sherlock Holmes, and I've got, Lancer Arturia. I've got Archer Arturia, that's 3.
Can you take over for a bit?
I need to heal Cloud really quickly. I've got Abigail Williams. I've got Gilgamesh and Enkidu. And I've got Anastasia and Ilya. And that's all under a year. Like, holy shit. Yeah, for extra you can go through Nero and Tamamo to move on. Not to throw shade on Nameless, his backstory is different enough. While you're still staying close. No, that's fair. Alright. Cloud,
Can you handle
let's,
it?
Cloud's sleepy. Okay. Cloud's dead. That's like the ultimate sleepy. Good thing I still have a Phoenix down. I don't have a Phoenix down.
Go on.
Can I can't open the door.
Can't keep eyes.
Alright, well we can restart this. No worries.
But I can't.
Yeah, I did get Anastasia. Have not encountered her in the story yet. I'll admit I'm still on Rome. I haven't played a lot of the story in Fate Grand Order. I'm getting there though. Specifically, I have to get to Camelot and farm some night medals so that I can finally ascend my Arturia Archer. Because, from what I gather, she's just my best unit. One thing to know is that for Fate Extella, to explain and justify how Nier and Tamamo are around given the nature of the story, Nasu had to make a small document called Extella Zero to explain it. Isn't complicated? Fair enough. I'm not so set in my ways that
Man,
I can't just accept it for what it is. Okay, I'm going to get hit by that. Then do extra ice.
You're done.
And then triple slash this bitch. These guys are, like, extra tough. I won't say I'm not having fun, but this is, like, testing my patience.
One more shot.
Alright.
I'll show you what I can do.
Pray for me, Aerith. For Tam Mo, those who don't understand like her, say Tanner, play Excella's Orchid World's route, her route, and you'll see all the sides of her character, and it's phenomenal. That's good. Like, I don't understand why people just wouldn't like Tamamo. She's a well-done character. And, like, I understand that Nero just is the main character of Extra. Like, that's just how it is. Well, I won't say that's just how it is. That's how it's portrayed, at the very least. Especially since, Nero got her own, like, anime. But that being said, like, it feels like everyone's equally important in Extra, and it's really nice. Oh, come on, Aerith. Should have picked up some Phoenix down.
I'm trying, but I can't.
How can I do better in this encounter? Now that I'm going to die in it, I may as well, like, think. Yeah, like with Fate Extra Last Encore, never the same story twice, but you have to play at least the Nero route to understand it. Yeah, I was gonna watch Fate Extra Last Encore, but you know, you had to play the Nero route, so I'll finish Fate Extra first. I am cheating in Fate Extra, though. I have a website with a list of the enemy's attack patterns, because I think the invisible rock, paper, scissors stuff makes it artificially longer than what it should be. I hear that they're changing that in Fate Extra Record, though, and I think that's why I want to play that one on stream instead of this. Well, not Final Fantasy VII, but Fate Extra. Okay. Maybe I just need to do skill points. Maybe I just need to, like, be stronger. I've already unlocked the attack up. Did I get everything here? No, and I only have 5 SP, so can't really do much with that. I don't think I've done anything for the Silver Staff, so may as well. Fate Extella, and not much of a sequel as it is a midquel, Link, are Muso games. Link has a good, if small, story that was necessary, but the game was mostly to polish up models, animations, and combat. Okay. I do have both. I picked up Fate Extella while I was in Tokyo, and I accidentally ordered a copy of Link when I ordered my coffee. I went to grab some coffee off of Amazon, and I guess I left Link in my cart for later just to take a look at. And it's just there now. Let's buff... I can't buff ice damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to play them.
No turning back.
Even if I'm, like, determined to just get through Extra first. Alright. Heck! Maybe I can draw them away so that Aerith can, like, do stuff. Aerith doesn't have enough ATB. Alright, Venom Mantis. I'll level with you. I am trying to kill you. That's not too much of a secret. But I prefer that you'd, like, die. The Japanese say, Shinde kudasai.
Can't keep eyes open.
Oh, just hit me so I can wake up, please. Thank you. I don't think it was gonna let me hit Aerith. Oh, jeez. I've got a... I'm gonna burn this Mega Potion. I feel like I absolutely need to. Please, 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 please!
I'll do what I can.
Going with Fate, there's also Tsukihime. It's funny, Tsukihime was the thing that brought Type Moon from a Dojin company to a legit one, but Fate quickly overtook in popularity. Remake's coming in while you only have designs to go on. I'm not liking it. Looks too UFO table when they were Melty Blood designers who were perfect. Hate Seal's design the most. Recolored MASH.
Get ready.
Well, I mean,
Can you take over for a minute?
it feels unfair to, I guess, put them in the same boat. Because if it's a remake of their original IP, then they're obviously going to, like, put a lot of effort into it and try and be tryhards, I guess. Okay, I can Blizzard.
That was close.
Gotta stay.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay, you know what?
I'm just so tired.
I think I'm going to ditch this quest.
Tell me again.
I feel like I am woefully unprepared for it. If I were playing this by myself, I would grind this quest until I finally beat it. But I have people that want to watch, and you don't just want to watch this one quest. Yeah, I'll definitely need backup. I'm just completely unsure if I'm going to be allowed back here. I don't know if it lets you go back to Sector 5 when you get to Sector 7. At the very least, I'll need to level up. There we go. So I guess Kids on Patrol is the one to do. And that's going to be down there. Can I make a separate save file to come back to this point? Oh, absolutely. But I don't think that locks you out of quests before you leave the area, so I'm just going to level up and get good. I'd rather not do it off camera. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with just skipping a quest. I specifically made this as a casual playthrough. I'm not going to go completionist on you guys. At the end of the day, I want the plot to keep moving. Okay. So I need to hang a right here, I think? Is that the right way? Yeah, it is. I'm going the wrong way now. Is there a way to, like, turn on the minimap? Oh, thank God. I don't know why it was turned off. The minimap is so good to me.
Oh. You're that former soldier, aren't you? Cloud, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Former soldier turned problem solver. Are you okay, Miss Folia? You look upset.
Yeah, I am pretty upset. The kids are still off doing patrols, even though it's now time for their lessons. Not a single one of them has come back yet.
Patrols? Is that a Leaf House thing? Something they do to help out?
That's right. In return for the donations we receive,
Oh no!
the kids go around
Spelled some
town
T
picking
on
up
my
litter,
keyboard.
running errands, that kind of thing. I don't suppose you've seen any of them, have you? You see, I have some important plans this evening, and I really need to go and get ready.
I wish I had, like, the fashion style to wear brightly colored glasses.
That would be wonderful. There are 5
I just have not found a pair that goes with anything that I wear. And also, like, if you go black or gray, it works with whatever you're wearing. If I were to go the, like, nice, bright colored glasses route, I'd have to have, like, a bunch of different ones. Alright, actually, I think I need to go back this way. Gotta help those kids on their patrols. He looks like he might be trouble. He looks like Agent 47. I know he's one of the Turks, but like...
Hello, Aerith.
Yeah, he's rude.
Haven't seen him before. He your new boy toy?
Rude the Rube.
He's my bodyguard, if you must know.
And I'm also a boy toy.
Those eyes. Is he the one who beat up Reno?
Damn straight.
And what if I am?
You want a taste of my hands?
Need to
Put you in the
cross my
face?
T's, dot my I's. That's all.
Oh, come on, just a little tussle? Oh, hey, we are gonna fight.
Leave him be. Rude's not a bad person, really.
No, I'm not bad. But like it or not, I sometimes have to do bad things.
Really giving off that Agent 47 vibe.
Don't take it personal.
You Turks are all the same. All bark, no bite.
You'll want to talk.
I mean, buddy, you're wearing glasses in battle. I'm not a crook, I just have to steal things. Yeah. That's the long and short of it. Alright. Does feel like this is going to be a game of counter hits. But let's see. Wind attacks. Shit. I swapped wind out for ice. Luckily, it doesn't look like he has a resistance against ice. So, you know, Aerith, maybe if you,
Gotta get a little payback for my partner.
oops. I need Aerith to hit him with that. Why did I do that? Ooh, he has a command grab.
First class.
Didn't know we were fighting Zangief, but okay.
All right.
You know, Aerith, maybe it's a good thing I didn't have you do Blizzard, because, I need you to pray for me now.
Okay.
Ooh, I did not dodge fast enough. Let's, not a Mega Potion. High Potion should be good enough. A bit of cognitive dissonance when you see realistic character models getting slashed by a big bladed weapon and don't see blood. It's weird. Yeah. It really doesn't feel right that he's not bleeding. Oh, we're in phase 2 now.
Okay.
So, you had enough yet?
that I have.
I'm a man of infinite glasses. Oh!
Wait.
Okay.
Seriously?
Good.
Can't keep eyes.
And he has sleep. Okay.
What the?
Okay.
Okay. Stop it! That's it!
What am I going to do with this?
This one's for you! Well, that really sucked.
I'm in trouble. Alright. What abilities do I have? Soul Drain. I can absorb MP. Sorcerer's Storm. AoE. Pray, give health. I got double ATB. And I can't revive Cloud, because I am out of Phoenix down.
Just a little shit.
Let's heal. And then freeze him.
Buckle up. One more shot.
I feel like I should block. Oh, I need to block more.
Feeling chilly? Go on.
I'm not going to be able to beat Rude with Aerith, but I want to see how far I can go. You know? Why is it following me?
Trying, but
Excuse me.
I can't.
That's a party foul.
Buckle up. One more shot.
Alright. So, it's going to be cool if I can beat this with just Aerith. But if not, I'm going to swap out to some arrow spells. I think we've got a good thing going right now. Where I Blizzara. Okay, well, maybe I gotta dodge them Blizzara.
No big deal. Gotta heal first. I'm feeling pretty weak.
I mean, I'm surprised that Aerith doesn't feel even weaker. She's going through a lot right now.
Feeling chilly? One more shot.
Good.
Can I? No, I can't block that. Alright, gonna have to soul drain him.
Sorry.
Then,
That's it.
I'm in danger.
Everything's spinning.
Everything's spinning, huh? That's a really bad state to be in, Aerith. Let's get you to a state where it's not.
Buckle up. Go on. This
I'm
one's
doing
for you.
way better than I thought I would.
Get him.
Alright, gonna have to soul drain
Just a bit.
into... I think I'm gonna have to double soul drain. I'm a strong independent who doesn't need no blonde boy. Yeah, blonde boy's fucking sucking. He's laying down on the job.
Shot.
Okay.
Just a bit. I'm trying.
Alright.
but
I'm gonna go Betty Buys. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
This might be it.
It ain't it. We're fine. I'm fine. Everyone's fine. I'm just gonna... Aw, I didn't twirl enough. Aw. We were so close! Oh, man. If I had just had a little bit more ATB, we would have been golden. That's life. Let's pop some arrow onto Aerith, and we should be able to get through the Rude fight. Matrix agent looking motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna take people over, massively multiply, then turn into a giant city monster like in the game. Yeah, I definitely won't forget Wind. There we go. We're gonna put Wind on Aerith. I was using Aerith not to her full potential. I completely forgot to give her a an extra materia. So let's give her magic up. And swap out that ice for wind. Actually, you know what else we can do? That might help us out a little bit in the long run. Oh, I have to go... Okay, so Root's fight is over there, so I should be fine going back here. I need to go to the item shop. And then that way, because I got massive gil, I'll just pick up some Phoenix Downs so that we can get our blonde boy back. Because as we've shown, Aerith can handle her own. Like, she can decimate our boy Rude. But we would have won that fight if we had Cloud. And also, just in case, I'm gonna sit on the bench. Alright.
You give me gil, I give you items.
That's how commerce works, yes. I need... Phoenix Down. Give me, like... Give me 3 of those. And we'll stock up to, like, 15 high potions. And I should still have enough gil to get a new weapon when the time comes. Oh, hey, you're Chadley, aren't you? No, you're just a kid. What's up, just a kid?
Hey there. How goes the patrol? Great. I've been picking up garbage and giving people directions. Plus, I helped an old lady cross the street. You've been busy. It's a normal day for me. Gotta work hard. The house depends on people's donations. Oh no! I'm late! Did you see Miss Folia? Is she mad?
Yeah. You're probably gonna get beaten up when you get there. Good kid. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do after Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because I feel like... Oh, right. I have to go this way. I feel like I'm about halfway through. If I remember how Midgar was, like, paced. I could also be wrong.
You scared me. Hey there. How goes the patrol? I've been watching them really close. I'm trying to learn all about the business. You want to open up a shop of your own someday? Yeah, so I can earn lots of money and use it to help the house.
Aw.
Teachers don't like to talk about it, but we know the donations aren't enough to keep things running. But that's a secret, okay? I'm not supposed to tell anyone. Anyway, I gotta go study.
Instead of our regular programming, we will be bringing to you live the protest rally taking place.
Okay. I mean, hey, if I'm just finding kids, then that's great. Well, I can't tell you I'm still with Aerith and found Rude. You haven't met up with Tifa yet, huh? Not yet. I have a feeling that there's going to be some jealousy between Tifa and Aerith.
I'm very sorry, Miss Folia.
But you know, that's just how it be. I'll be honest, like, I have no idea what's going to happen in this game with characterization, because it's such a slower pace compared to Final Fantasy VII Vanilla.
Maybe because the reactor blew up?
I'm a little under a third.
Well, you've
Oh,
been
that's
keeping a
interesting.
very sharp lookout. But don't you think you're forgetting something important? Oh, Miss Folia's lessons. I gotta get back to
I was told that this game was like 35 hours, but I guess that's if you're not doing side quests or anything. And, you know, I'm not going to do every side quest, probably. But I am doing this at a more casual pace, so it's probably going to take a bit more than 35 hours. Plus, I want to get my money out of this, you know? I feel like that's a really weird consideration that I have with games right now. Like, how many hours I get out of it to justify the purchase. And that shouldn't necessarily be the be-all and end-all of what you buy a game for. Like, if I'm playing an 8-hour game and it's worth that $10 an hour, then yeah, I'll be happy with it.
I'm sorry I forgot about the lesson.
When is it gonna get dark around here?
I definitely don't agree with the, I want the game to respect my time kind of thing. Because, like,
I heard bad people broke the
you're playing a video game to relax.
Is that
Your
true?
your time is your relaxation time, you know?
Isn't there something else you should be worrying about right now?
Really skeptical on this series before it came out, as I always was with Square, but they did keep their promise for a Midgar experience. You feel like people live here and have lives outside the plot. If only they could have done that with 13. Yeah, I would be pretty okay if they, like, had a 13 sort of redux, where they fixed the pacing and the combat. I feel like the paradigm shift mechanic could work really well in an action setting. In fact, I would argue that switching between, like, regular mode and Punisher mode for Cloud, as an example, is an example of how paradigm shifting would work in an action-based Final Fantasy 13. And I'm not talking about, like, Lightning Returns, because, you know, they did combat well, but not as well as this. In the end, though, we'll never get it. At least not in any reasonable amount of time. Maybe in, like, 2084. But, I mean, by then, the mechanical overlords will be reigning, so can't really say much about that. You don't want it? No, fair. There is a lot of bad blood for Final Fantasy 13, so I can't judge anyone for not wanting to give it a second chance.
I really like this fully assessed studying disorder.
Type 0 is a really interesting thing in the Fabula Nova Crystallis universe. It kind of showed that, like, Final Fantasy 13 didn't really have to vibe the way that it did. Alright, Rude, I know what you're about. It was a mess, but it went in a really interesting direction.
No need to get rough.
I'm not necessarily, like, on board with, like, saying it's a great game or anything. But I have to respect that what it did was interesting. Command grabs, god damn it. Threw me right into Aerith. That's rude, you know that?
Come on, man.
You'll be blown away.
Let's do this.
Jeez, I gotta remember to just block that one. It's funny. In action games, I fucking hate using the block command. I'm always about dodging. But that is never the right answer whenever I'm playing. Alright, gonna chug a potion.
I won't give up.
Aerith, how about you, blow him away? Could ya? Would ya? Block! Thank you. And then Focus Thrust should stagger him. Fabula Nova Crystallis, New Tale, the Crystal. They really had no plan. Supposed to be, in theory, 13 Agito, and Versus 13. We got nothing.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, well, we got a loosely connected group of games, and that's about it, you know? I understand that, like, what they were going for, but it really felt like... See, I wouldn't say that they didn't have a plan. It feels more like they just didn't stick to the plan. You know?
I'm here.
That's enough out of you.
I'm just so
How's that payback working out for you?
Better than expected.
I think Final Fantasy 15 was worse, but in a different way than 13. I don't know. Again, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 13 and 15 in the like as I was playing them. I won't specifically say anything about now. It's been a while since I've played 13, but I do still genuinely love 15. I even got the book. A New Dawn, the one that chronicles all the DLC that never came out. Most of the story motivations were outside the game. Yeah, I can definitely vibe with that. But, I don't know. It feels hard to say anything because I did legitimately enjoy it. Here, I think the way to do this is going to be letting Cloud do his thing. Maybe not with 1 HP, though. Yeah, might have to just do what I did. Oh, you know what? Cloud has a limit break. Damn! He just rushed up on me! Okay. We're going to use a Phoenix down on Cloud.
Okay, up and at 'em. You're still doing okay, right?
I won't give up.
And then I can limit break his ass. Done the new feature, they had Noctis inside the crystal, dream of some kind of parallel world where he was reenacting the Versus 13 trailer. Haven't read through all of the book yet, but it specifically is just, hey, you know how everyone was like really shitty during the end of Final Fantasy 15? How about just let's have everyone who got a raw end of the deal do it better. And it legitimately feels like it would have been really nice in gameplay. And it would have, like, really added to the narrative. But I understand, like, when you're working on something else, at the end of the day, you gotta move on.
Enjoy the ride.
Though if you want what Final Fantasy Versus 13 was, I've been told that that's what we're getting with Kingdom Hearts now.
This might be it. Get him!
You don't earn points when you don't have it in the main material? Yeah, that's fair. Again, I think that they had a path and they just didn't follow it.
I'm trying, but everything.
At worst, it was just poorly managed. Okay, so I can restore HP. Or I can have a better ATB gauge. I think I need the HP right now.
Bless them with your love and grace.
What? Oh, man. Feels weird that I was in the middle of healing everyone. And then died in the middle of healing everyone. I am really hyped for Final Fantasy 16, though. Especially since it has Yoshi P on it. Like, the man absolutely saved Final Fantasy 14 with his team, so, like... it's really interesting to see what he's going to do with Final Fantasy 16. And also it's going back to like a medieval setting instead of like a cyber fantasy kind of deal. It's gonna be really cool. Haven't seen the trailer, but did see that main image. Final Fantasy 15 hurt you? I mean, I'd say give it a chance. It's done by like a completely different team that has a good track record in managing Final Fantasy.
I'm just so tired.
I got this.
Gotta get a little payback for my partner.
Come on then.
Alright, do I have anything that'll wake up? Yeah.
Here, take the lead.
I'll take care of them.
I think the best thing to do right now is to just play as Aerith.
First class.
And just let Cloud be my, like, punch dog. The fantasy based on a reality concept was not well done. No, but I absolutely loved that concept. Like, modern fantasy is my jam. I love, like, the whole idea of Shin Megami Tensei. Hellboy did a really good job in it. Like, man, we need a good modern fantasy game.
You'll be blown away.
Yeah, there's a D&D campaign that I'm trying to write where, like, it's legitimately transposing D&D into the real world. But not in, like, a D20 modern kind of way. It's sort of like, what if the reality of D&D was forced on a, like, late 80s our world? Not the Harry Potter, there's a secret world within our own. Just have to be like, yeah, this stuff exists. See, I really like the concept of this stuff has never existed until now, you know? Like, just fantasy is forced on unsuspecting normal-ass world. Though the has always existed kind of thing is, yeah, it's top tier. Maybe it's because, like, I like when the rules change in fiction. Like, yeah, you have your normal-ass world where, you know, you go to your desk job every day and, like, you gotta boop on your computer, send those TPS reports. But then it's like, okay, also there's orcs. And he is now your IT guy. You also have a similar story of your own? That's good. I'm debating on how I'm going to run the D&D campaign, whether it's going to be with friends or, like, I'm going to let randos join, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I'm trying, but
Let's do this. Get ready.
Alright. Let's go. Actually, let's assess Rune.
Allow me.
Because we need to get Chadley his stuff.
Anytime. Gotta be careful.
Alright, chug a high potion.
Shit.
I'm awake now.
Keep it together.
Good. Because I'm better at controlling Aerith in this fight than I am with Cloud.
You'll be blown away.
Magic in full force went away mostly, but a millennia or two later it's coming back in a big way and people need to be prepared. Like, Magecraft is known, but its scientific advancement has just been so diminished it seems archaic. Yeah, I can vibe with that.
Well, that really sucked.
That's it.
I like the idea that, like, something replaces the other. Like, in the campaign that I'm writing, the idea is that, like, these fantasy characters are introduced to, like, computers and shit. And there's a whole debate of, like, what works better? Magic or technology? And at the end, like, I guess spoilers if I ever release this. But, the party is going to have to choose between 3 options. Either restoring their old world, the fantasy world that they come from. Restoring the urban world, where they're, like, unfamiliar. Or choosing to keep the new world that's a mishmash of everything.
Enjoy the ride. This one's for you.
I'm also gonna be bringing in, like, deities from, like,
I'm feeling pretty
modern religion. You derided Harry Potter, but Fate Stay Nice does a secret world well that mages and monsters are stuck up and that magic, or rather magecraft, is on the decline. Yeah. Again, like, secret world can be done well, but when your secret world is wizards lived in... Like, wizards didn't invent plumbing until later, and whenever they just shit on the ground, they, like... magicked it away. I don't think that was good. That was bad. Okay, let's triple slash you. There we go. Yay! Da 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 da. Yeah, there were deities, but the Age of Gods is over. Mm-hmm.
Hey there, partner.
What's up, Reno?
At the time of your life, but we're needed on standby for a job. It's something about Sector 7. So get your ass back here now.
Understood.
Got somewhere else to be?
Apparently so.
The Win theme has the cell phone ring? Yeah. I really want to rewatch Advent Children.
Go home and stay there.
Maybe I will after I'm done this.
I can't do that.
Aerith just telling Rude to eat shit as he flies away. That shows you just how much of her own person Aerith is. I, however, need to go sit on a bench because he fucked me up. Sorry, Aerith. I know you want to go home, but there's a bench that's calling my name. Actually, it's funny. When I was in junior high and I had, like, my Nokia phone and then later my flip phone, I legitimately set the Win theme as my ringtone. I was playing... I forget which Final Fantasy game, but I held my cell phone up to the speaker and recorded it. I actually had a cell phone well before a lot of my friends. Mostly, like, not because my parents wanted to give me, like, technology or anything, but because I had epilepsy. And I was having seizures at a pretty high rate at that point. So the idea was that I'd have a cell phone, and then if something happened, whoever was attending to me could just reach in to my pocket and call my parents. Flip phones, you're a cusper. Born in 97, was caught between the two generations, sucks. Oh, that's fair. I was born in 93, but, you know, I had technology at my disposal, so it was a bit different. It's really interesting, though, to watch, say, Kamen Rider Ryuki now, and just have them go on the internet on their cell phones. Like, holy shit. Remember phone books, VHS, and your dad's Razor flip phone having Bejeweled was the best thing ever? Oh, man. I On my Nokia phone, I had Snake, and it was like one of those dollar store LCD versions of Snake at that age. I had a Razr flip phone too. I think I still have it around. It's in like a drawer somewhere, but I'm sure we have them. Or when portable DVD players were released so you wouldn't be bored during trips. Oh man. We used to do an 11.5-hour straight trip from where I live to Victoria. And, like, Victoria, British Columbia, not Australia. And, holy shit. If I didn't have DVDs, I would have just died. Like, even just having my Game Boy Advance, like, it would die. And we didn't have a car adapter. So, tough luck. Where are these children? Maybe I have to go into the lair? You live in Louisiana? Hurricanes were as natural to me as springtime, so it was natural to pack up and leave? Oh, that's... yeah. I couldn't imagine. I live in Alberta, and the last time we had a tornado was like in the 80s. At least in the city. What do you want? Actually, I should probably check what I can buy with Moogle medals. Get Ether, I can get a Salvation badge. Ooh, getting some skill points might be good. But I think I'm going to hold off on that right now. Guess it's just because I'm used to them, but I don't think I could handle West Side earthquakes. Yeah. Like, I've never been in an earthquake. I legitimately don't live in an area that has anything crazy, now that I think about it. The worst thing that we have is, like, a 6-month winter. Come on. You're able to go to San Diego as an extracurricular class trip, but there was a mild shake, but it was so uncomfortable. Yeah, I think people get excited about... Oh, hey, there's a kid. People get excited about being in an earthquake, but they don't understand what that entails. Like, the fact that everything around you is moving when it shouldn't, and you can't control it. It seems like just something so... God, scary. The dry heat rather than the humidity was a dream, though? Absolutely. When I was in Tokyo, it was... Jeez, can't do the conversion. I want to say, like... God, what's 25 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? I think that's like 70-something. But it was 80% humidity, so everything sucked. You walked outside and like 3 minutes later you were drenched. I got used to it in like a week, which was nice, but oh man. Right? Like those kids don't know what the soldier program does to you. And I guess that's just a testament to how good the propaganda in this world is, but...
I'm very sorry, Miss Fulia.
These kids want to become Genova's witnesses.
The children finally came back, thanks to you two. You've been a great help. Okay, everyone, come inside. It's time to hit the books.
You guys, the Toad King's back. I saw him near the hideout.
We gotta do something about him. The Toad King?
I like how everyone has, like, little cloudbuster swords, except for that one kid who has a spiked baseball bat. I'm rooting for Red Cap Kid. Like, he knows what's up. He's not copying anyone.
Oh, yeah, real easy. But here's the thing. I don't work for free. Or cheap.
But we don't have any money. The watch wouldn't ask for money.
But if we ask any other grown-ups for help, they'll find out about the hideout, and that'll be it.
We really don't want to lose the hideout. Come on, help us. Oh, and we'll give you some cool treasure if you do.
Treasure, you say?
If that's not enough, I'll pay the rest of your fee once I open my shop.
Well, if you won't help, then we'll just have to kill it ourselves.
Oh, now I know you can't do that, buddy.
do it for 3 gil.
Huh?
I'm offering a special discount right now on Toad King jobs. Looks like it's your lucky day.
Bless my heart.
Now that's my kind
Cloud
of
is such a good boy, even though he doesn't want to act like it.
He's such a dangerous job, but there's really no one else we could have asked. You're our only hope.
Alright, so I need to go there. Side quests like these are nice. They feel natural, even if it's digestic. It isn't, hey, they do this random thing just cuz. Yeah, I'm not going to do all the side quests, probably. It really depends on, like, what they have to offer. But from everything so far, it's just building the world so nicely that I can't help but want to do them, you know? Like, if it was just like, hey, give this hat to my friend, she really likes hats, then it's like, no, go do it yourself. But if it's like, hey, my friend lives over here, and, like, I'm her pen pal, but I don't want to, like, reveal myself because it's embarrassing. Could you give this hat to me as a special delivery? And if they build the characters, then, like, absolutely. It's kind of like the disconnect that I had. So, between the... Actually, different way of explaining it. Hey, how's it going? Oh, geez. Sorry, I'm looking on a 4K TV and it makes everything small. Marco, how's it going?
Well, what do you think? Do I have what it takes?
Thanks for joining us. Persona did this great sense-tier side quest, meaning that in the world it's used to prove the Phantom Thieves' validity and get their goals to reform. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I need to go to the lake.
Easy.
O Grande Clásico.
That it?
Sorry, the last time I took Spanish was in high school, so I'm not very fluent. But yeah, this is a big classic. I'm really glad that they were able to revamp it like this, because it feels so good to play. Man, thinking about it. So, going through school, I always wanted to take Japanese, but it was never offered where I went. So, in junior high, I took French, because I wanted to learn another language. And I completely forgot all of it when I went to high school. In high school, I learned Spanish. And I got decent marks, like I got high 80s. But as soon as I left high school, I forgot all my Spanish. And I started learning Japanese on Duolingo just before I went to Tokyo. And because I use it so often, like, I've retained it for the last, like, I want to say 4 years now. So it's like, it really depends on how much you use a language, just how much you retain. My high school, as a freshman, the school taught Chinese, but it was dropped a year ago. Aw. That's too bad. My high school actually introduced Tagalog, and I think a lot of kids just took it because we had a lot of Filipino students, just to get, like, higher averages. You were forced to take Spanish by your parents when you wanted to do French, when really you would have liked to learn German and Japanese. I guess, yeah, if you live in the States, you probably would use Spanish a lot more, but, like, if you like learning a language, you're going to retain it a lot better. Jeez, I got stomped by those hedgehogs. Where are they packing that they're so strong?
I got your note.
Ice attacks rapidly fill their stagger gauge, knocking them off balance, causes them to rampage, making them harder to stagger. Good to know! Everyone kept saying, do Spanish, it's good for business, and I'm like, I don't want to be a businessman. Exactly! Like, I took Spanish because it wasn't French. Living in Canada, French is our second, like, official language. And because of that, like, everyone tells you to learn French. And I'm here like, okay, but I don't want to. It doesn't interest me. Learning Japanese, on the other hand, like, not only did it interest me, but, you know, I need to read menus in some of the games that I play. So, legitimately, I use Japanese on a daily basis. And then, like, I went to Tokyo, and I was the white guy who didn't have to use the English menu because of it. So I guess, long and short of what I'm trying to say is, like, if you want to learn another language, make sure it interests you and that you're going to use it, because that way, you're going to actually keep going with it. Though I will admit, like, sometimes I buy the Streak Freeze amulet in Duolingo to just, not have to do my extra day of Japanese, because I don't feel like it today. You want to travel? Germany, Japan, Italy? The Axis Powers guy? I mean, they have some rich culture and great food. Felix, my friend, who's also my DM, he's from Germany. And whenever he makes food, it's just so good. Especially when he breaks. When he bakes. Okay, hold up. Maybe I don't have to fight these guys. In Hong Kong before the crackdown? Yeah. Honestly, like, don't think that contract should have been for 100 years. I think England could have maybe had a better deal. They were in a really good position of power at that point. Alright. No, I'm going to have to block that. Then ice him. How did he dodge that? I'd be impressed if I weren't pissed off. China was never gonna leave them alone? Oh, fair. Let's go Blizzara! Yeah, when I went to Tokyo in 2018, I was planning to do, South Korea and Hong Kong as well. But I had an apartment in Tokyo. And I was having a really good time just, like, buying groceries and hanging out. So I never really felt like doing anything else. Like, I'm sure it would have been a really good experience to go to Hong Kong and South Korea, but, like, I really enjoyed my time there.
Stay strong, okay? Can you take over for me?
That's actually one thing that I highly recommend if any of you guys go traveling to. Instead of, like, going a whole bunch of places and having guided tours, just try and book an apartment, go there for, like, a solid month, and live your life there. Go grocery shopping, visit coffee shops, like, man, it was such a good experience. And, like, I went to a mom-and-pop bakery. Well, not mom-and-pop. It was, like, mother and daughter. It was called Tsuki Tokaeru, Moon and Frog. And they were just so excited to have me come every week. Though going to Japan would be my dream, I'm not ignorant of the realities. A lot of people think Japan would be their mecca, but the anti-foreigner sentiments are still around. Like, from my experience, it depends on where you go. A lot of people in Japan, at least in my experience, were just really excited to have people participate in their culture.
Let's go.
Whenever I went to a festival and was wearing my yukata, they helped me out. I was ganged up on by, like, a group of 3 people who said, like, hey, your yukata's on wrong. We'll fix it for you. And then they fixed my whole ensemble, they tied my obi for me, and then pushed me towards my beer tent, and I found out that they put, like, enough for a beer for me and my friend in my, like, little sleeve pouch. So it was like, oh man, it was so nice. Whenever I went to a restaurant, if I didn't need to use the English menu, they were like super happy about that. They were like, oh man, you're like ordering in Japanese, holy shit. And like, especially when I went to the water pavilion at Sensoji Temple and was able to do the purifying thing where you pour the water on your hands and then you do the mouth thing and then you pour it on the handle of the ladle. People really respected that. And, you know, I caught a couple of people looking at me and smiling. For many people, you'll just be a gaijin, and there are places who just refuse to serve you or give in to stereotypes.
Kick this butt real good.
I mean, yeah. I won't deny that. US people who don't know anything call it appropriation, but if you watch the Japanese man Yuta, did an interview on what they thought Americans by engaging in their dresses and practice, said they were happy. Exactly. Like, I'm gonna listen to the people who live there more than the people who are trying to cover for the people who live there.
One that I expect you to finish today. Understood?
I don't know. I find that if you're going to go into a culture, you should engage with it. Like, you shouldn't be there to watch from afar. You should be engaged in what you're doing. One guy said, yeah, one guy even said, looks like foreigners practice Japanese customs more than we do. Yeah. It's a bad look if you're trying to, like, impose your opinions on the people whose opinions you're trying to impose.
Sometimes it is. But I want the children to know that until they can stand on their own 2 feet, that I'm here to support them, care for them.
This whole thing, like, Miss Folia has these kids' best interests in her heart, and it's really heartwarming, and it doesn't feel like we got this in vanilla Final Fantasy VII.
If I can do that for them, then, well, then maybe I'm making this world a better place.
I know you are.
You really like this lady in the side quest? Absolutely.
I just took up his torch and ran with it, I guess. Not that I'm anything close to what he was. Biggs is one of a kind.
It really feels like in vanilla Final Fantasy VII we just breezed through all of, like, Sector 5.
More like a dream.
Compared to this, at least.
Thank you again for your help.
I wonder what kind of dream she's chasing tonight.
No idea.
Thanks again for saving our hideout from the king.
Yeah, where's my treasure?
I let everyone know you guys can join the game.
It's nice to see a piece of media where the slums aren't just everyone's horrible and everyone's out for number one. There were hardware limitations? Oh, absolutely. Like, vanilla Final Fantasy VII would have been like a 9-disc collection if they increased Midgard to be this extent.
You having fun yet?
Heaps.
Then you can't be afraid to show
It really does feel like I'm getting my full $80 worth with these with this game. Like, when they advertised it as, like, it would be an episodic Final Fantasy VII, a lot of people were brushing it off as like, oh, they're just giving into, like, wanting our money. But they're giving us an $80 game for this experience. Also, I should explain, video games, like AAA ones at least, are $80 in Canada instead of $60. So when I say $80 game, I mean $60 game. Alright. I don't think I can take that, that graveyard quest just yet. So I think the best thing for me to do is... Damn conversion rates? Absolutely. Alright, I'll play along with these kids. Oh, sorry, crowd. We have 4 people viewing now? That's great! I'm so glad that people are joining me for Final Fantasy VII. The one thing that I want to get across with these blind playthroughs is that I really enjoy experiencing things for the first time with other people. It depends on the game. Like, Persona I really like doing by myself because it's a really introspective game. But being able to just have people join me for my first thoughts of something is really, really fun to me. And I appreciate all you guys being here for it. And, you know, I'm trying to build the identity of my stream, and having it be a really chill time where everyone's interacting with each other and having fun. That's why I aspire this to be. You know, if I do end up getting big and I can't interact with you guys as much, you know, I'll try my hardest, but like the fact that there are 4 of you guys right now, I'm just so happy. But hey, let's find those kids. We got to play along with them. And I went the wrong way. Got to follow the green marker, not the tiny green marker. Yeah, so it's a left-hand turn up here. Into the secret hideout. I should try Cyber Sleuth. It's made for people who grew up. You know what? I played Cyber Sleuth while it was coming out, and it is one of my favorite monster collecting RPGs of all time. Anyone who enjoys monster collecting RPGs should play Cyber Sleuth, because the story is fun, the translation's a little bit weird, but it doesn't take away from anything, and God, I forget her name because it's been a while since I played it, but the girl who gets Agumon and Gabumon does the Gynax pose with Omegamon, and it's just, I love it. Nokia, thank you. Also, the design of that game, it's literally Digimon the movie's aesthetic.
You're just in time for our favorite
And
game,
I love it.
You want in? It's super fun.
Some people didn't like Nokia. I'll admit that she was kinda, I don't know, she had a strong personality.
But since you're cool, we're gonna make a special exception just for you.
Thank you. Let's whack a box. I am going to listen to this. Okay. Destroy as many boxes as possible within the time limit. Each box will add to my score, and once the timer reaches 0, the game is over. Reach the target score to win. Durability and effects and score differ with each type of box. Okay.
No holding back.
Aw. I was really, really hoping that that triple slash would go through. Okay, let's line myself up for this one. Thank you. Now I have access to this whole jam. Man, I'm really excited to go through Cyber Sleuth on Switch. I'm a little bit in, and I decided to play as female Aiba this time. Oh, Soda? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the whole Summer Wars thing, just being the result of Digimon the movie, our war game, was really, really cool going through it. I do appreciate that Hosoda enjoyed the idea of our war game so much that he just rolled with it and made a separate movie with it. And Summer Wars, like, it has so many great emotional beats. Like, it's one of my favorite movies, you know? Okay, let's do a double triple slash. Let's see if we can get it out in the 2 seconds I have left. Alright, well I destroyed that 10,000 score.
Wow, Cloud! I've
Maybe I'll play Cyber Sleuth on stream at some point. Oh, though Digimon Survive is going to be coming out. And I kind of want to play Digimon Fire Emblem. Cyber Sleuth is great. You love the characters and the plot? Yeah. Digimon Survive has been coming out for 3 years now? Yeah. But I'm really hopeful for it. I'm hoping that they're using those 3 years to their best potential. Because making a Digimon game where your partners can just flat out die, like, you really gotta double down on the emotional writing for that. Not only that, but they gotta improve the translation from Cyber Sleuth.
I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Alright, let's buy some new materia. Synergy. Ooh. Yes, please. Steadfast Block is probably going to be good to buy. And if I get a tank at some point, that might be good. Ooh, yes. When it comes to translations, I only have 3 problems, and they're just names. They call Daemon Creepymon and think that they change another name. Yeah. But I do appreciate how they use a lot of the original ones. Like, they don't call him Omnimon, they call him Omegamon. The others I can get where they made a mistake, but sometimes they didn't patch it or fix it for hacker's memory, which is more egregious. Yeah. Like, I think my only problems with the translations are that just some of the grammar and spelling's off. That's it. Let's check the weapons shop, maybe they have something cool. Nope. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really I can get that'll be worth it.
See you soon.
They call the eaters before the characters know their names, monsters, or bakemono in Japanese. Yeah. It's really weird. And like, oh, that's right! I guess they took a look at Bakemono and were like, oh yeah, that has Mon in it, that's good. I have a feeling that they didn't think that it was going to do well in North America, so they kinda skimped out on the budget for the translation.
You wouldn't happen to be a certain merc that's become the talk of the town?
Oh, no. Oh, I guess I know.
Little more than a humble reporter with the Daily Buzz.
That rag? The one that's always printing awful rumors about the slums?
Sorry guys, gonna pop a pop.
We strive to raise awareness of the plight of our undercity brethren. We seek a better future for everyone, rich and poor.
Yeah, and like,
now then, my friends,
the Digimon games were always popular in Japan, but they never thought that they would go well here, and there's a really large group of people that love Digimon. Like, the thing that I appreciate about it is just how crazy they go with design.
Everything she steals, she gives to
like,
the poor and needy.
Yes, she's got a knack for public relations.
One of them's a nun with a gun.
Nevertheless, she is a criminal
I love the design for Digimon.
I've made it my mission to unmask the villain, but the locals have been uncooperative and uncommunicative, to put it mildly.
Maybe that's because your rag sucks.
My identity as a reporter has been exposed. My sources have all deserted me. Which brings me to you, work of the hour, and the man who will serve up my scoop.
Alright, well, I mean, you're paying me, so I'll serve your scoop like Haagen-Dazs. Feel like Digimon has a stronger lore than Pokemon? they shouldn't be competed against, like people in elementary school or other people don't know about the Mon genre. Yeah. Well, like, people don't think that Shin Megami Tensei is a Mon genre game, but it was the original collectible monster game.
If we're going by rumors, then I've heard that it's actually a monster in disguise.
Yo, how's it going, Paragamer? Thanks for joining in. Wait. It's a bit small. Is that a Rufus emote? That is a Rufus emote, isn't it? Oh man, I really want one. Why, yes I am. Why do you ask?
Good to see you again, Mireille.
Good to see you too, Aerith. I'd heard you found yourself a funny new friend.
Man, Sheila looks like a badass grandma.
She knows everything there is to know about the slums. Mireille, meet Cloud. He's a former soldier. And
Well, glad to see you here, Paragamer. How have you been, buddy?
He looks useful enough. The kids have been talking about you.
How's your Skyrim stream going?
Of the secret hideout. And now the hero of the Leaf House is helping the Daily Buzz look for the angel of the slums.
I am?
I'm a lover of the whispered word. Not that it's any real secret, considering how chatty the Shinra mutt's been.
Not looking into it for the reporting. I'm doing it for myself.
The Strange Rebel is Aerith's voice actress? Interesting.
Or could it be you've fallen under the angel's spell like so many others? Anyway, it so happens that I have some information for you. But
Broken as always? Ah, that's good. Skyrim isn't being played properly if it's not broken. I really want to grab Fallout New Vegas and play the Frontier, like, really badly, because one of my friends is playing it, Tom. And damn! Like, things just explode in that game. Also, I hate when personas are stands. It's indicative of ignorance, and JoJo's didn't even invent the concept of, like, having familiars fight for you. No, that's fair. I do think that people lovingly call them stands. Like, I don't know, there are the people who are ignorant of the concept and people who do it in, like, a loving way, you know? Ooh. Muriel's gonna end up being the angel, isn't she?
Goes out there these days. It's the perfect place for a criminal to hole up.
Lookout point. Got it. I'll check it out right now.
Oh, buddy.
Before you go, I should warn you about this rumor I heard about a terrible fiend that's claimed the angel's hideout as its lair. Oh, quite large, lots of teeth, always hungry. I don't know about you.
He's gonna get ripped to shreds and no one's gonna bat an eyelash. It's great.
Well, a good reporter knows never to
Right? We gotta protect Muriel.
First, then act. That's every respectable journalist motto.
If it's a plan you're looking for, I'd say you have one right here.
I can't believe Tanner is a journalist in this game.
My good mercenary, if I might impose upon you again, it would be lovely if you investigated Lookout Point for me.
Like, that newsboy cap has become such a hallmark of my friend Tanner's identity that every time I see one of them, I just think of him. If you can't break an NPC's walk cycle AI, you're doing it wrong. Also, I'm wielding a knife and a fork that deal 400 plus damage each. Wow! Man, that... just gonna go around eating your enemies. I mean, like, hey, if you're having a fork and knife, you're literally eating the dragon's soul. You're doing it right with proper etiquette. He insists on having thumbnail art with a character from the series having that hat. Absolutely. It is such good branding for him that it is ingrained in my head the fact that anything with that hat is him. Alright. Is it having me... Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Okay, so that turn is Carson Dye's town. And then that turn is the next mission. You just need Namir's ring to go full cannibal? Mm-hmm. Man, I really gotta play Skyrim VR on stream. One good thing about my VR system, so I have the Oculus Rift S, and it has a dashboard feature where, during gameplay, I can have a window open with the Twitch chat. Just, like, hanging out. And it makes it really, really nice to stream VR in. The downside is that when I streamed VR first, I played Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, which has control stick moving forward instead of teleportation, so I almost threw up a lot. I had to stop the stream half an hour early just because I couldn't take it anymore. I think going here, yeah, that's going to be the optimal way.
Try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
One thing I really want to, like, experience in Skyrim VR is just walking up to the College of Winterhold. Because I feel like the walk with that is going to feel so magical in virtual reality. Alright, I'm saving here. I don't know how I can handle that monster. Oh, you try Canadian Netflix? Yeah, we have Naruto on there. It's Canadian Netflix and US Netflix are It's a shame that you can't watch it on your PS4 or on your TV. Okay, give me 1 sec. I gotta assess this guy.
I got your note.
Alright, attacks do not affect stagger gauge. Here, I'm gonna flee. I can't flee. I was gonna hope to use the zappies, but I guess I can't. Oh, you have all of Naruto, including the fillers, but it's just that? Shippuden's just some movies and not even the last? Oof. I'm gonna admit right now, I dropped Naruto after the Zabuza arc, because I could not stand his personality. And everyone told me, like, it gets like so much better in Shippuden, why the hell aren't you watching that? But like, I just couldn't. It wasn't even just not for me, it was a pain to slog through. Maybe I'll go back and watch Shippuden in the future, but Naruto ain't for Carson. Even though in Jump Force I'm on his team.
Here goes. Go on.
I watched Bleach? I watched Bleach until, jeez. When did I stop watching Bleach? I think I stopped watching Bleach when they introduced, like, the pro gamer dude. Like, when Ichigo lost his powers after, like, he lost them forever, and then he had to, like, channel his powers through something. That's when I stopped watching. That's what it was called, yeah. I stopped watching when they introduced Fullbrings. I kept up, like, my knowledge of it. Like, I know that there was the whole arc where, by the way, you're also Quincy, and you get every power that we introduce. You like Fullbring as a concept? Yeah, like, it was a cool concept, but at that point I just kind of resigned myself to thinking that whenever... Here, I'm just gonna kill Aerith. I know that sounds bad, but I need it. 1,000 Year Blood War? Yeah. I don't know, at the time of the Fullbring arc, it really just felt like their whole plan for the series was just to give Ichigo every power that they introduced. Which, you know, I respect it. That's probably what you should do in a long-running shonen manga. But it felt like they were just repeating the same arc over and over again. Though I will say, one of my favorite character designs is Tyr Haribel. Like, oh my god. I love her design. I love, like, the whole Shark Arrancar concept. And the fact that she just took over being the leader. Like, she usurped it. And she was a good leader. I love it. Okay, so let's slot some zappies. Here's some zappies for you. And here's some zappies for you.
Now that's just mean.
Isn't it natural if you look at his peers like Naruto and Luffy? Yeah. Well, and, you know, that's just anime. Anime or manga, because her breasts are different. Oh, interesting. In manga, she has pasties, while they made it more of a tankini in the anime. Looks cool, though. Yeah, I mean, like, I just like her look in general. Manga or anime, like, her overall aesthetic, I guess. I'm of the opinion that even if it doesn't really make sense in terms of armor, as long as it looks cool, then you can kind of get away with it. Ooh, I'm silenced. Like, I mean, Conan the Barbarian does not have armor, but he kicks a lot of ass, and he makes up for it. In the world of fiction, unless you're specifically telegraphing it as being, I guess, realistic, then anything goes. There's always a fight in middle school and high school, Akatsuki versus the Espada. Man, in high school we had a kid who wore the Akatsuki jacket everywhere. And, you know, to anyone not in the loop, it's just like a really weird jacket. But to people in the loop, it's like, oh wow, he's a Naruto fanboy. I can't believe he's actually wearing that. Oh yeah, the boob armor bitching? Yeah. Like, again, if you're grounding something in reality, then yeah, I completely agree that it should be plausible. A really good example of armor is sabers, because it's... When you're making armor, it should be a convex design in order to deflect the weaponry. And they do that really well with Saber. Yeah, like... The only time that you should be angry at something like that is if they're trying to make you believe it's useful. If it literally just exists to look cool, then whatever.
Stay strong, okay?
Now that being said, I really appreciate when they go all out in realism. And, like, you can tell that something works. I knew a guy like that, but his aesthetic was Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh boy. I mean, I used to be like that with Hazama from BlazBlue. I wore his long coat everywhere. That was my edgy high school phase. I don't like to talk about it, but I will for the sake of this conversation. I had a super edgy phase way later than I should have. I was an edgelord from high school to, I want to say, 2015. Coincidentally, that was when I had short hair. So we always divided, like my friends and I, as the short hair Carson and the long hair Carson phase. Short hair Carson was an edgy asshole. Long hair Carson's a chill dude. And it's because of that that I'm never going to have short hair again. That's I don't make the rules, that's just how it works. The YouTuber is called Shad Diversity, and he's an expert, doing one before the drama and two after. Yeah. If you're an expert in something, and you can dispel, I guess, irrational hatred over something, then I think that's really, what's the word? Noble, I guess. Alright. Aerith, come on. Pray for us. Hate modern vernacular like edgy? Yeah, but, you know, language changes.
Go on, sorry.
Alright, Cloud, I think you can use... Okay, well, you're gonna use Thunder.
We've got to get through this.
Language evolves, and, you know, that's just the world that we live in. You despise modern slang? Fair enough. I have to keep up with it. I like understanding people. There is definitely a time and a place for it, though. Alright, Cloud, we need to revive Aerith, and I think I have one Phoenix down left.
You okay?
Let's pretend that didn't happen. I should probably heal up first.
Yes, you should. I use slang too, like yo or spill it, but simp, snack, other stuff you don't need to know. Just need to use Urban Dictionary. Yeah.
Might be it.
Uh-oh.
That was weird.
Aerith, stay alive, please. I need you.
I'll take care of you.
I mean, I have friends from all different groups. I have friends in their, like, 40s. I have friends who, like, were born in the 2000s. So I learned a lot of stuff from them. And I really appreciate how language grows. Like hell, if language didn't evolve, we'd still be calling beef cow instead of beef, because the Normans were just really cool and lended their fancy words for stuff to us.
One more shot.
I think the one that really hurts me, like on an emotional level, is the F to pay respects thing actually being used in a context to pay respects. Like, I don't know, when it's used for a dead person, it feels kind of memey. Interested in that too, but maybe in this era, I'm being glass half empty, I can only see deterioration. That's fair. But I think that comes from a place of not being able to understand it. And, you know, with language, it's all about communication. Like how gay became a slur?
I'm coming.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's really hard when a group uses something to deride people. Like, any word can be used with that. Deconstruction being a buzzword, no one actually looking at it? Mm-hmm. I mean, like... I guess edgy is a good example. Like, edgy was a compliment. Like, it was going against the curve, but now it's used to deride people for being, like, too... well, I guess in the modern sense, too edgy. Like, dark and brooding. But language changes. I think the hardest part about slang is just keeping up with it. And because of that, like, if it's being used in normal conversation, it creates a communication barrier.
One of my friends told me that this hot mercenary got her out of a jam.
Oh man, really? Am I that hot friend? Alright, where does the game want me to go? Did I really miss it? Huh, I guess I have to go back to Lookout Point. Okay, not this right. No, it's this right, but keep going. Okay. Don't appreciate what we did to the word moist? Oh, absolutely. There are just some words now that they don't sound good no matter what context they're in. Like, anything that ends with a hard t. Like, hot, and wet, and moist, and tight. And it feels like there was a meme where it was like a gross face that said like, that makes me moist. I think that kind of contributed to it turning into what it is. Man, language is so cool though. I really like too, in translation, how they deal with different dialects. Specifically how people equate the Osaka dialect to a southern US accent. Because, people wouldn't understand... Like, people understand accents around English, but they don't really understand it in other languages because it all sounds the same to them because it's a different language and they don't know the nuances of it. When I hear people complaining about the word moist, I think How I Met Your Mother episode where Barney uses it to annoy Lolly. Man. I did not watch a lot of live-action TV while I was growing up. I never watched How I Met Your Mother. I never watched, like, Chris Rock Never Scared. I watched, like, a tiny bit of Fresh Prince, but not enough to, like, actually get into it. Okay, what do you want me to do at Lookout Point? Japan being from Osaka is akin to being a redneck in the boonies, even if it's the stereotype. Mm-hmm. Take a look around the area, okay. We're investigating now. Ooh, we got calling cards.
The guardian angel of the slums will collect your offering on behalf of the poor.
This must be one of her calling cards.
I don't see anything else interesting. Let's head back and tell him what we found.
Also into etymology? Yeah. Etymology is really, really cool as a side study, but I could never get into it on, like, I guess, pursuing it educationally. Didn't know Spanish had so many variants until college? Yeah, absolutely. I think, like, Duolingo has a really cool thing going where they're teaching people language for free, and that's gonna help connect the world in ways that people don't realize. There's a Reddit for it? Oh, yeah. Well, the people who are really active in subreddits for certain things are usually really good go-tos for information. Oops. I need to go a bit further this way in order to talk to Tanner over here. Oh, sorry, guys.
One of her calling cards. This is the genuine article. I'm sure of it. Pinned by the angel herself.
So this is one of her famous warnings.
It's an incredible
For instance, your last name is Bro?
Was that all?
Hold on. Looks like there's something else. A message. To the nosy Shinra reporter sniffing around, I was planning to teach you a lesson you would never forget. However, by the grace of your mercenary friend, you were spared that lesson. But next time he might not be around to save you. You would be wise.
Oh man, she is definitely the angel of the slums.
A message from the angel. A warning.
Looking back, it can be translated as Ruler of the Forest of Bears. That's pretty hardcore, damn.
Ripped you to shreds. Sorry about that, friend. Here I was, just trying to help you out.
I got a hyphenated last name.
Instead, my kindness almost got you violently killed.
Cross Daniluk? I don't think Daniluk means anything, but like... Cross is pretty self-explanatory.
Narrowly averted tragedy won't discourage you from sharing information with me in the future.
One of those variants is called C. American Student is Trying to Speak Spanish by me. Yeah.
It's about damn time! Don Corneo's no easy mark. I can't wait to see how this goes down.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, I'm a reporter for the Daily Buzz and...
So much for my reward.
Here, why don't you take this? Oh, and no need to thank me. Let's just say it slipped out of that reporter's pocket.
Cal's a obscure way of saying water elevation? That's interesting.
Am I right? Well done, Mr. Merc. You
My name's kind of boring. My name's Carson. Means son of Car. Oh, an aspect of water elevation. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, you know how I said that we weren't going to clear all the side quests? We only got one left to clear. May as well. Yeah, Norse, you were just I am blank, son of blank. Absolutely. Or again, like... I mean, the female names were also like Grimnir daughter, like daughter of Grimnir. Blacksmith hunter, yeah. See, it's interesting because my family on my mother's side actually is related to Sir Francis Drake, so I should theoretically have some Spanish in me, right? Or, sorry, not Spanish. Well, I have English in me, but, like, I don't know how much. I've never done a test. Because, I'm also part Métis, which is the Canadian way of saying a white person had relations with a native person, and then I'm the product of generations of that. The badass woman captain with huge knockers? I mean, be it granny or grandma, I'm the product of a badass pirate. Man, I felt really bad for Francis Drake and Faded Extra, having to be paired with Shinji. I took just as much despair in killing Ryder as I did in joy in killing Shinji. Okay, hold up. Those things were weak against... I want to say... ice. But I think the smart thing to do right now is to slot a couple of different things. So I'm going to give me some ice. She returns in Link if it makes me feel better, but it isn't extra CCC. Oh, that's too bad. One of the characters that I really want to know about in the extra spin-offs is Jinako Katagiri. Because she's like the neat stereotype, but I don't know. I like her design. They like cranked the neat stereotype up to 11 for her. Alright, so for this, I'm going to play as Aerith and let Cloud be my, like, meat shield.
Here he comes! Come on. This one's for you!
Steady.
Get him!
Okay. So, was it ice? Let's find out.
Buckle up!
Yeah, it looks like it was ice.
All right.
So let's do more of that.
You're mine.
I think my problem was that I wasn't being smart about this.
Closure.
Yeah, I know the CCC story from detailed summaries and YouTuber stuff. Give me a sec, sorry. Juniko's backstory is really something, and she does grow. That's good. Like, I only know her based on design, and I like her design. So I really hope that she gets a lot. And hey, maybe she's going to be an extra record.
Can't keep eyes open.
Okay. Things ain't going so well for me over here. Maybe if Cloud wakes up. Thank you.
Let's switch it up.
I should probably heal up first.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Everything's spinning.
How did I get the additional streaming resolutions to show up? Last stream, I was the only...
I'm just so tired.
Honestly, I have no idea. It could just be that when I gain more, like, followers or views, they just showed up. I have no idea what's going on with progression at this point.
Who would end like this?
Though, hey, if there are more resolutions, then I hope that means that you can watch the visuals in the stream, Paragamer. I know you were having problems with that. She was paired with Karna, but because he's so strong and has high mana demand, she's pretty weak. That's interesting. I do appreciate when, like... Well, I guess it's a Emi Ashiro thing, where the really strong servant is nerfed by a weak mage and they have to make it work. He fights you with martial arts and I-beams. That's great. Okay. So how am I going to do this fight? We got 3 of those things. They're weak against ice. But they keep decimating me. So I think what I gotta do... Let's take a look at my equipment. See what I can throw on to help me out there. Got the Whistlewind Scarf, which increases my ATB, which means I can pull out Blizzara, like, right away. So I'm gonna keep that. You got Aerith, she's got the Crescent Moon Charm, which reduces damage when she's not active, which is probably something I want to swap out onto Cloud. So let's put the Scarf on Aerith, since I'm going to be controlling her, and he gets the Crescent Moon Charm.
Focus.
Looks fantastic. Am I on hard mode? No. I am just really bad at this one encounter. I'm not gonna make any qualms about myself. I'm allowed to just be bad. I won't say the game's on hard mode or unfair or anything.
We'll make it quick.
I just need to get good.
Can you
Okay, now that he's staggered, or probably she, considering it's an insect and the stronger ones are always female, I should be able to just fuck it up. Yeah, Jiniko's gonna be popping up as Ganesha in Fate Grand Order, and I'm probably gonna wail on that banner, to be honest. You can't get past the Doom Rats on hard? I make it a point to never play on hard mode if I'm trying to, like, entertain anyone. One thing I value with people who stream is, just really being cool with progressing the story instead of having to complete everything. Okay. There we go. Give me story mode all day long? Absolutely. I will say, I probably won't go on easy mode, I like having a bit of a challenge, and I don't know. Easy mode doesn't necessarily feel like cheating, but it doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing as much.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it appears to be her in a younger form. In CCC, she's between 25 and 30, and she also has some chub. No, that's fair. From the art that I've seen of Ganesha, she's also kind of chonky. Okay, let's, do I still... I don't have my Mega Potion still. I do have an Elixir. I'm gonna burn that for this. Oh, and Ganesha? Yeah. Which, to be fair, like, considering the habits of a NEET, that's gonna happen. Actually, the D&D character that we made on stream, I kind of took some design aspects from her, just because, like, yeah, if somebody's stuck inside all day and not getting proper diet and exercise, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna survive this one.
I won't give up. Just in case.
Come on. I was able to... Ooh, I have 1 HP left.
All good. Wow.
Nope.
The hero you turned out to be.
She'd be great friends with Osakabe Hime, and curse Tanner for the voice he gives her in other, like, Matahari. I don't watch Tanner's Fate stuff, because I want to get through that on my own, so I don't know what he's going through, but yeah. In my Fate playthrough, I tried to give appropriate voices. I don't know, I think, like, the, I guess, streamer archetype I want to go for is, like, healing is not a free action, yeah. I feel like I want this stream to be, like, real and casual, you know? I don't want to have to, like, be on during stream. I don't want to have to be, like, the goofy guy or anything. Like, come on, man! You know? I knew a guy in high school who had to be on all the time, and I don't know, he wasn't a really fun person to hang out around.
We'll make it quick.
Here. Finding Let's Players that are your speed is hard? Yeah. That's why I really like how the Game Grumps have evolved. Like, they went from having to be on all the time to just being... like, good to just listen to in the background because they're having fun conversations.
Keep eyes open.
Fight through it.
Here it comes. I'll do what I can.
Alright, Aerith. Gonna need you to maybe kill this one.
Feeling chilly? Get him. I think we're almost
There we go. People say I'm too serious, but while I agree I have a generally serious demeanor, I have a low BS tolerance. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's different for different people. And because of that, like, you can easily find your niche if you look around. Well, I wouldn't say easily, but, like, there will always be your niche in a streamer. You just have to find them. Okay.
Don't catch a cold. Go on.
Western Let's Players are out? That's fair. I have, you know, a wide like for games. I wouldn't say that I, like, dedicate myself into anything in particular. You want someone you can treat the story with a degree of seriousness, not have to make a meme? I can definitely agree with that. Okay, am I missing something here? Oh, I guess I'll never know. That's why Tanner's frustrating. He goes back and forth. No, that's fair. Some people just try to be, like, a whole bunch of different things at once. And I get it. That's how you play the algorithm. You have some people tune in for one style of stream and some that tune in for the other, but I don't know. But I've been beaten down by this group for most of the stream. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna save first, and we'll come back to it next time. Because let's be honest, I've completed most of the side quests. This is literally the last one left in Sector 7. I may as well. I won't say I'm gonna grind off screen, because, like, I don't want to. But I'm going to try and do better. So hey, thanks for joining me today. We made a bit of progress, at least on the side quests, and we beat Rude, which, you know, props. On the docket, we're going to be playing some retro game on Saturday morning at, like, 10 PST. And with 3 viewers, so that's something? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, around 10 a.m. PST on Saturday, we're going to go into a retro game. I'm not going to continue with Sonic Adventure 2 for a little bit. I just want a palate cleanser so that I can go back new into it. Oh, thanks, Paragamer. You have a great night, too. Even in PST with your CST, you're going to be asleep? Ah, that's too bad. But hey, you can check out the VOD at least. I'm thinking maybe we're going to play some Mario. We'll see. Sunday, we might do another Jackbox stream. It really depends on everyone. And aside from that, yeah, the week's gonna be done. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Catch you later.